In this video, we will be talking about women in translation recommendations. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, we will be talking about women in translation recommendations. I'll be telling you all about my favorite female authors, and I'll also tell you about my favorite books from them. Over the past almost 4 years since I've been here on Bookstagram, I've been collecting many translated female authors, and these authors are basically my favorites. So I'll be doing this in order of least favorite to most favorite. So don't worry, all of them are my favorites. I love all of these authors. It's just that I want to save the best for last. So I hope you will watch until the end to see who's my favorite women in translation author. Let's get on with it. 2 books from Clarissa Goenawan. There's Water Song and The Perfect World of Miwako Sumida. If you're a fan of Norwegian Wood by Haruki Murakami, I definitely recommend these 2 books. It's about friendship and exploring the self. It's very introspective, and that's why I also have lots of annotations on these 2 books. Next is An Yu. Ghost Music was the first book I read of hers, and it has literally changed my life. Not just the book itself, but I have to tell you a quick short story. I first read this as an ebook recommended by one of my friends because she said it's also Murakami-esque. So I read it and I could not get over it. I just had to have a physical copy to annotate. So I looked all around the Philippines, all around the country. Um, Whenever I went abroad, I also looked for it. I literally cannot find this book anywhere. I have never found this book anywhere. This book is actually the reason why I started reaching out to publishers for gifted review copies. Ever since, it's just been a wonderful ride getting gifted copies from publishers. So imagine I was that desperate enough that I wrote to publishers just so I could acquire this book. It's that good. It's a psychedelic trip. It's literally about mushrooms. Talking mushrooms, walking mushrooms, glowing mushrooms, flying mushrooms, literally anything to do with mushrooms. So if you like weird books like that, this is for you. Then there's Braised Pork. This is her debut novel. I already read it, but I think I need to reread it because I couldn't quite fully grasp it the first time. So stay tuned for my reread, I guess. This is her latest book, Sunbirth. I have yet to read this, but I just know it's gonna be as good as her 2 other books. So that's it for On You. Now let's go to Sayaka Murata. She has 4 books so far translated into English, and all of them are bangers. Okay, I haven't read Vanishing World yet, but I have heard so many good things about it, and it's written by Sayaka Murata, so obviously it's gonna be good. This book, The Convenience Store Woman, has catapulted her to fame, and it's because of this book that she became known around the world. So, if you're looking for a slice of life, this isn't exactly it. It's more a satire, and it actually criticizes the society that we live in today. I have also fully annotated this one. I love this book. I read it around 3 times, and Sayaka Murata she just knows how to criticize society with lighthearted humor and wit. This Murata is my favorite. It's Earthlings, and do not let the cute cover deceive you. This is really wild. It has aliens, cannibalism, talking to imaginary friends. I will tell you again, it is not for the faint of heart. Look up trigger warnings before you read this, but I highly, highly recommend this if you're into weird books. Life Ceremony. Another weird book from Sayaka Murata, but then again, what's not weird with her? I really feel like she's the queen of weird literature. If you're a weird book fan, then you would have already read Sayaka Murata. So as you can see, there's a hot pot and there's a heart in it. And that already tells you a lot about this book. It's a collection of weird, mind bending short stories, and I definitely recommend them. So that's it for Sayaka Murata, Queen of Weird Literature. Next, we have the absolute legend, the Nobel Prize for Literature winner, Han Kang. The first book of her that I read is The Vegetarian. It's about a woman who spirals deeper and deeper into her delusions, and we literally see the disintegration of the human psyche here. This book was absolutely mind blowing for me, and it has literally changed my life. This isn't a light book as well, so please look up trigger warnings before you read this. But I definitely recommend this because it's so relevant in our society today and how we treat mental health. Next, I read Human Acts, and it's about the Guangzhou massacre. For me, it felt like she had to write about this piece of history of her hometown, because who else will? Next is The White Book. It's about a woman who has lost their child to suicide. So it's a meditation of the color white and how it affects her perception of the world around her. This was a heart wrenching book, and I recommend this to people who are grieving. Next is Greek Lessons by Han Kang. I think this is my favorite Han Kang. Maybe because it's not as heavy as her other books, but instead it explores the relationship between language, sight, and hearing. I don't know how else to describe this book. It's just really unique, and it has touched me in so many ways. I can't exactly explain in just mere words. It's my favorite Han Kang. I still need to read Han Kang's latest book called We Do Not Part. I have yet to find a copy. If anyone can recommend me where to find it, please do, because I literally can't find it anywhere. So that's it for this genius. I would love to talk about Yoko Ogawa. I discovered Yoko Ogawa back in 2020 when I was looking for more Murakami Rex. I'm a major fan of Haruki Murakami if you've seen my previous video. And at that time, I already read through all of his books. That's why I was looking for more recommendations that gave me this Murakami-esque feel. Some of my friends on Bookstagram recommended me Yoko Ogawa books, and I started with The Housekeeper and the Professor. It's this book. I love it so much, I just had to have 2 copies of it. This was my first Yoko Ogawa, and it's still my favorite. It's about a housekeeper working for a professor. He's already old, and he's a mathematics professor, and he just needs help around the house. Over time, the housekeeper and the professor develop this unique friendship, and it's just so touching to read about their interactions and how much they come to care for each other. It's purely platonic, so don't worry. This is, I might say, this is just one of my top 5 Asian literature reads, and that says a lot because I've read hundreds. Maybe it's because of the fact that I love math. I grew up competing in math competitions, so reading this book just took me back. Yeah, I know that's kind of a nerdy thing to say, but this book isn't just for math lovers, it's also for people who look for comfort in literature as well. So I've read all of Yoko Ogawa's books except for Mina's Matchbox, and I have yet to get to that. Let me just say that all of these books deserve your time. The Memory Police is a unique dystopian. Revenge is a collection of short stories that pierce through you. It's about dark human desires and how people act on those desires, and then the after effects of what happens. The Diving Pool is about 3 short stories or 3 short novellas. This was actually a kind of quiet thriller for me. It kept me at the edge of my seat, but it's not gory at all. It mostly explores the human psyche, like Revenge, but this is more toned down. Hotel Iris is the darkest Yoko Ogawa book, and I only recommend this to those who can stomach it. I've reread all of Yoko Ogawa's books except this one. It's just I don't have the stomach to revisit it again. So yeah, this isn't for the faint of heart. So that's it for Yoko Ogawa. I definitely recommend all her books. Okay, so last but not the least, as I said a while ago, my favorite female author, Banana Yoshimoto. So, in the grand hierarchy of Nick's favorite authors, Banana Yoshimoto is only second to Haruki Murakami. That says a lot because I love, love, love Murakami. And if Murakami didn't exist, Banana Yoshimoto would be my favorite author. Okay. So, now let me talk about her books. These are all the books translated into English already. Honestly, I don't know if there are other books not translated to English yet because Banana Yoshimoto has been writing for decades as well. And these are the books I've seen in English. And I've collected and read them all. What I love about Banana Yoshimoto is her prose is so lyrical, so surreal that it feels like you're transported inside her books just because of the way she writes. And it's so atmospheric that I feel like I myself am a main character inside the book, going along with the main characters or the narrators of the books she's written. So when you decide to read Banana Yoshimoto, just be prepared to be transported in the book. I also love how she tackles so many reflective and introspective topics given just a short number of pages. Literally, there's no word wasted with her. And I love her books. I love her writing so much. Let's start with the first book I ever read from Banana Yoshimoto. It's Goodbye Tagumi. It's set in a small seaside town. It's about two cousins. One is Tagumi and one is a narrator. Goodbye Tagumi is the first book I ever read from Banana Yoshimoto, and this started my whole obsession with her. It's too good. It's about two cousins living in a remote seaside town, and this explores the tension in girl to girl relationships, especially growing up. Then there's Kitchen. This is her most popular book. It's a collection of two novellas, and in the usual Banana Yoshimoto style, it's warm, it's reflective, it's gentle to the soul, and it gives comfort. So there are a lot here, and I'll just introduce you to the rest of them. There's NP, The Premonition, The Lake, Dead End Memories. This is a really good short story collection, and as usual, it's introspective. So if you're a fan of Haruki Murakami's short story collections, I definitely recommend this to you as well. Asleep, Hard Boiled and Hard Luck, Lizard, Moshi Moshi, and Amrita. So these are all the books of my favorite female author. Please, please read them. If you're not gonna read anything else, read these. So that's it for my Women in Translation author recommendations. I hope you do give them a chance. These books, these authors are so good and are so worth your time. And I hope that they bring you as much comfort, as much introspection, as much catharsis as they have for me. If you've read any of these books, please tell me about them below. I would love to discuss these beautiful books with everyone, and honestly, I am just thirsty and in need of people who have also read these books. And if you do end up reading any of my recommendations, feel free to come back to this video or DM me on Instagram so that we can discuss and talk about them. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I really appreciate you giving me your time, and I hope that this video was worthwhile. By the way, you can find all my reviews of these books on my Bookstagram. just go to hashtag Nick Reviews to see all of my book reviews on my page. You know what? I'm actually thinking of making my own website where all of my reviews can be seen, and so that it will be easier to click through them, I guess. I mean, having my own website would be more organized and more accessible and easier for you guys to navigate. So please let me know your thoughts if I should do that. See you next time.